Okay, thanks for being here, you guys. Seated position that just feels good to you, whatever kind you like. So we'll get neck, shoulders, lower back. We'll get those IT bands for sure. And we're going to find what we find along the way and hopefully make it all feel better. Let's roll those shoulders up and back and let those shoulders slide down and away. Close your eyes, roll it up, roll it back, and gently let it slide down and away. Turn your palms to face the sky, drip the wrists over the knees, index finger and thumb just gently touching. Sit tall, relax your jaw. Let's just take a moment. Get out some sighs if you need to. Get out the wiggles if it feels right. Let yourself settle in, recognizing the beginning of our practice. Time to focus on just you, to focus on your well-being, a healthy, happy mind, heart, and body. Clearing away any negative thoughts, emotions, feelings, sensations, letting go of tension, tightness, worry, anxiety. Really focusing on all the good and the beauty in each breath, in each movement, and in today. Turning the palms to the shins, just below the knees. Take a big breath in, press the chest forward, arch your back, lift your gaze. And exhale, hollow the tummy and chest, press your spine towards the back, tuck your chin. Inhale, press it through, arch your back, lift your gaze. I hope your day is going well. I hope you're feeling good and healthy and strong. Exhale, hollow. One more time each way, press it through, arch your back, lift your gaze. And exhale, hollow. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Bringing the hands down by your sides. Press your palms towards the ground. A little tuck of your chin towards your chest. Inhale, head up nice and tall. And as you exhale, lean your head to the right. Close your eyes. Press that left palm down towards the ground. Inhale, head up nice and tall. And as you exhale, lean your head to the left. Pressing your right palm towards the ground. Inhale back to center. Reach it high. And exhale, pull those elbows back and down. Open up that chest. Squeeze through those shoulder blades. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, open those arms out to a T. Flex your wrists, hollow your tummy and chest. Press your palms forward, spine back, chin down. Inhale it open. And reach right hand down, left arm up. And over 2 sways, each direction. Inhale, both arms come up. And exhale, other side, right arm up and over. One more time each way. Inhale, reach it high. And exhale, up and over. Inhale, reach it high. Don't rush it. Feel that good stretch. Up and over. Inhale, both arms come up, reach it high. Exhale, turn to the left, right hand to the top of the thigh, left hand behind you, sit up tall. Take your gaze out over your back shoulder. Press your right shoulder down and away. Inhale, reach it high, turn it back to face front. And exhale, turn to the right. Left hand to the top of the thigh, right hand behind you, sit tall. Take your gaze out over your back shoulder and press that left shoulder down and away. Inhale, reach it high, turn it back to face front. And exhale, release your hands down by your sides. Rock back just enough to switch so the other leg is in front. Press your palms down towards the ground, sit tall. As you exhale, draw your chin down towards your chest. Inhale, head up nice and tall. And as you exhale, lean your head to the right, right ear over the right shoulder. Left palm presses down towards the ground. Inhale, head up tall, and exhaling your head to the left, pressing your right palm towards the ground. Inhale, head up nice and tall, and exhale, bring your chin down towards your chest. Bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers, and just gently pull. Elbows closing around the ears. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Open those elbows. Release the weight of the head back into your hands as you gaze up. Let those elbows be heavy. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Extend those arms, press your palms towards the sky. Draw those shoulders down and away. Slowly lower those hands down to shoulder height. Press your palms forward, hollow your tummy and chest. Press your spine back, tuck your chin. Inhale, lift the arms all the way back up. Open those arms out to a T. Flex your wrists, hollow your tummy and chest. Press your palms forward, spine back, chin down. Inhale it open and reach. Left hand comes down, right arm up and over. Sway in twice, each side, inhaling it up. Again, don't rush it. Just whatever feels good to you. Up and over, gluing those sit bones to the ground, releasing tension and tightness in the hips, the waist, the lower back. One more time each way. So we're always checking in. We're never judging. We're just checking in. How does our body respond? How does our breath respond? Inhale, both arms come up, reach it high. Exhale, turn to the right, left hand to the top of the thigh, right hand behind you, sit tall. Take your gaze out over your back shoulder. Left shoulder presses down and away. Inhale, reach it high, turn it back to face front. And exhale, we turn to the left, right hand to the top of the thigh, left hand behind you, sit up tall. Take your gaze out over your back shoulder. Right shoulder presses down and away. Inhale, reach it high. And exhale, release your hands to the tops of the shins, just below your knees. Take a big breath in, press the chest forward, arch your back, lift your gaze. And exhale, hollow the tummy and chest. Seated cat and cow, let's go 2 more each direction. Just make it as big as you can. Arching, gazing upward. And then exhale, hollowing, drawing that spine back, tucking your chin. Just promoting that independent movement of each vertebra as you move. One more cat, hollowing. And inhale it back up, nice and tall. Let's turn and come up onto all fours to tabletop. Hands are shoulder width apart, knees are hip width, core's nice and strong. As you inhale, lower your belly down towards the ground, keep that belly button engaged, and then roll it to the right. Hollow the tummy and chest, lift your spine, and then roll it to the left. Isolating the rib cage just as best you can. Let's do that one more time this direction. Hollowing. And rolling it to the left. As your tummy comes down towards the ground, pause. And switch directions off to the right. Hollowing it up. Rolling it to the right. And down we go. One more time. We take it to the left. Hollowing it up. Rolling to the right. And gently arching the back. Keeping that core strong. And neutral spine. Nice flat back. Take a giant step forward with each hand. Press your forearms, your elbows, your armpits, your chest towards the mat. Lift your sit bones high to puppy pose. Finding your breath, chin, cheek, or forehead to the mat. Inhale, we lift just enough to pull those hands back underneath those shoulders and sit it back to child's pose. Sit bones towards your heels. Walk your hands forward and release it down. You're welcome to keep those knees together. Separate the knees. Checking in. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands to the left, reaching through your right fingertips and press your hips to the right. Relax the weight of the upper body down. Inhale, lift, walk it back through center. And then over to the right, reaching through your left fingertips, pressing your hips to the left. Release the weight of the upper body down, just stretching all the way down that left side. Checking in to where you feel tight, tense anywhere, sore. Send your breath there. Work to let that tension go. To find a sense of peace in the mind and the body. Through your breath, inhale back to center. Let's inhale up to a modified plank, remaining on the knees. Long line down the back of the body. One push-up. You don't have to. You can hold your plank and then press it back to child's pose. Inhale it back up to that modified plank. Again, just one push-up or not. And back to child's pose one more time, with or without that push-up. Keeping that core strong, mindful of how the body's moving. And press it back to child's pose. Inhaling it up to that modified plank. And slowly dip those hips down towards the ground as you lift your gaze up, rolling those shoulders back, opening the chest to cobra. Core strong, we level it back out to our modified plank. Tuck the toes, extend those legs, and lift your hips to down dog. Feet are hip width apart. Head heavy, face soft. Allowing the heels to sink. We inhale up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the chest and shoulders toward your thighs. Reach your sit bones high. And exhale, let your heels sink. We inhale up to the balls of the feet. Bend your knees, lowering yourself down, tummy and chest towards your thighs. And then we're going to explode it forward to plank. Lift your hips, heels are high. Again, bend the knees, lower your tummy down, and then explode it forward to plank. Lift your hips, heels stay high. We're going to do that one more time. Bend the knees, lower your tummy and chest down towards those thighs. Inhale, explode it forward, and lift your hips, and let your heels sink to down dog. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk your feet in to forward fold. Getting into those IT bands, we're shifting our weight to our left foot. Right ankle crosses behind the left, and bring those ankles just as tightly together as you can get them, and relax the weight of the upper body down. Just feeling that nice stretch in the outer hips, down the backs of the legs, all the way down the sides of the legs. We're going to get a little deeper into those IT bands, lifting slightly, walk your hands to the left, as far as you can walk them, and draw your nose towards your knee. Breathe. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands through center and then over to the right, as far as you can walk them, and draw your nose towards your knees. We walk it back through center, noticing the soles of the feet firmly planted into the earth. Squeeze through those inner thighs and ever so slowly ragdoll your way up. As you stand tall, roll those shoulders up and back and let those shoulders slide down and away. Do that again. Big shoulder roll. Take it up and back and let those shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach it high. Bending that right elbow, hand behind your head, left hand to the elbow, and give it a gentle press. As you exhale, it'll lean to the left, stretching all the way down that right side of your body. Keeping those inner thighs squeezed, keeping the soles of the feet connected to the earth. We take our gaze up along the inside of that right arm, if it's okay. How's your breath? That feels pretty good. Inhale it back to center, gazing forward. Releasing that left hand, extending the right arm, and swan dive down to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, stepping your right foot back, and then your left to down dog. Holding your down dog, or inhale it to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. And let's sway those hips side to side. Breathe. Just a nice, easy sway, checking in, letting go. Great way to let go of tension in that lower back. Getting a nice little stretch down the sides of the legs and into the hips. Coming back to center. Taking the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. Relaxing the weight of the upper body. We bring the hands to the elbows and hold on and gently sway side to side. Again, just working to let go of tension in those hamstrings, the calves, improving flexibility, allowing those knees to just gently bend if it feels right to you. Coming back to center, relax your arms. Breathe, bend those knees as much as you need to, bringing support with those hands. We're going to shift our weight to our right foot, crossing that left ankle behind the right, and bring those ankles just as tightly together as you can get them. And again, with those ankles crossed, just noticing that stretch in the outer hip. Breathe. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands to the right, as far as you can walk them, and draw your nose toward your knee. Inhale, we lift and we walk it through center, and then over to the left, as far as you can walk them, and relax the weight of the upper body down. Breathe. Inhale it back to center. Let those arms be heavy. Core strong. Squeeze those inner thighs. Ragdoll your way up. All the way back up. As you reach the top, good shoulder roll up and back. And let those shoulders just gently slide down and away. Inhale, reach it high. Bend that left elbow, hand behind your head. Right hand to the elbow and gently press. Stretching the tricep, the shoulder. As you lean to the right, this beautiful stretch all the way down that left side of your body. If it feels good to you, look up along the inside of that left arm. And breathe. Checking in. Inhaling it back up nice and tall. Releasing that right hand extended high. Left arm extends up. And exhale, swan dive down to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, step your left foot back. And then your right to down dog, crocodile. Not to down dog, to plank. Press it through up dog. And exhale. Now to down dog. And allow those heels to sink. We bend the right knee, left heel presses towards the mat. Switch sides, left knee bends, right heel down. And then just walk it out. Your pace, your breath. As you exhale, let both heels sink. We shift our weight to our left foot, keeping the pelvis as square as you can. Extend that right leg straight back. Breathe. Add a flex of that right foot. Press through your heel. And we're going to work to keep those hips as level as we can and lift that right leg as high as you can without opening up those hips. Intensity. Deliberate, mindful movement. Let's sweep that right foot through. Bringing that back knee to the mat. Untuck your toes. Lift the chest. Arms come overhead into our half crescent lunge. We're going to inhale and straighten that front leg, keeping the pelvis square. And exhale, sink. Hips are heavy. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, sink. One more time. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, sink, stay low. Circle the arms forward, back of the hands, pull towards the back of the mat as you open the chest, gazing up. Rotate your palms to the sky, spread your fingers wide. Breathe. Inhaling it up nice and tall. As you exhale, turn to the right, lowering that right arm, reaching back. Can you touch the back of your thigh or the back of your calf? If you can't, it's okay. Inhale, back it up nice and tall. And as you exhale, turn to the left. Left arm reaching back. Can you find the calf? Can you find the back of your thigh? Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, flow forward, hands on either side of your foot. Tuck the back toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg high. Go ahead and open up those hips this time. Lift that right leg just as high as you can. Keep it high if you like, or release it down to down dog. Holding your down dog, or inhale it to high plank, leg up or down, crocodile. Press it through up dog, release your foot. And exhale to down dog. Take a moment. Allow the heels to sink. Lift your sit bones high. We shift our weight to our right foot, keeping the pelvis as square as you can. Extend that left leg straight back. Breathe. Add a flex of that left foot. Press through your heel. And again, we're going to work to keep those hips, that pelvis as level as we can. And lift that left leg just as high as we can without opening those hips. Pretty intense stretch down the back of that right leg. As you exhale, sweep your left foot through. Back knee to the mat. Untuck your toes. Core strong. We lift those arms overhead. Breathe. Hips are heavy coming forward. Pelvis is square. We inhale, straightening that front leg a little bit. We rise. And then exhale, we sink. Again, inhale, we rise. And exhale, we sink. One more time. Inhale, we rise. This time as we sink, we're going to hold it. Circling those arms forward. Back of the hands pulled towards the back of the mat. As you open your chest, lifting your gaze, rotating palms up, spread your fingers wide. Breathe. Big circle of those arms up and overhead. Lifting that chest. As you exhale, we turn to the right. Reaching back, can you touch that back calf, back thigh? Inhale it up nice and tall. And exhale, we turn to the left. Reaching back, can you touch the thigh or the calf? Maybe, maybe not, and it's okay. Just reach. Inhale, both arms come up. And exhale, flow forward. Hands on either side of your foot. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend. Left leg high. Go ahead and open up the hips. Lift that left leg just as high as you can. We can keep that leg high, or you're welcome to release it down to down dog, holding your down dog, or inhale it to high plank, leg up or down. Crocodile down. Press it through up dog, release your foot. And exhale to down dog. Allow your heels to sink. Grabbing a drink if you need one. If you're remaining in down dog, lifting those sit bones high, letting your head be heavy, softening your face. A gentle bend of that right knee, allowing that left heel to press a little deeper towards the floor. Switch sides, left knee bends, right heel presses a little deeper towards the floor. And then both heels. Extend those legs. Taking the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. Bend those knees as much as you need to get the hands to the mat. Center that left hand out in front of you, palm or fist to the mat. We rotate and reach. Right arm up. High as you can reach. Really working on the rotation rather than the length of the legs. That length of the legs, the hamstring and calf stretch is secondary. Focus on that rotation. How high can you reach? And then slowly release that right hand down, palm or fist to the mat. We rotate and extend left arm high. Again, focusing on that rotation. Feeling the strength in the upper back, strength in the obliques, length out of the shoulder up through the tips of the fingers. Slowly releasing that left hand down, hanging in forward fold. And ever so slowly ragdoll your way up. A big shoulder roll at the top. Shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach it high. 3 cactus arms. Exhale, pull those elbows back and down. Squeeze through the shoulder blades. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, pull. Inhale, reach it up. One more time. Exhale, pull. Inhale, reach it up. Pull the hands to heart center. Find a focal point out in front of you. Core is strong. Shifting your weight to your left foot. Right knee bends, right big toe barely touching the earth, and then opening up that right knee to the right. Breathe, tree pose. You may choose to stay right here. If you like, slide that right foot up along the inside of your leg, above or below the knee. Just don't press right on the knee. Feel all 4 corners of that left foot rooting into your mat, lifting out of that left hip. Breathe. Circling the arms around behind your back, interlacing your fingers, all but the index finger and thumb. Roll those shoulders open. Rolling them back, opening up that chest. If it feels good to you, lift your arms. Being mindful that we don't pop open the rib cage, that those shoulders stayed rolled back. There's no tension in the neck. Just an easiness through your gaze. Slowly bringing the hands back down. If it feels right to you, lift your gaze. This is going to really intensify things for our balance as we release our focal points. If it's not right, keep your focal point. And slowly we lift our gaze back, finding that focal point, hands to heart center. Drawing that right knee forward, release your foot, flex your foot. Hands can remain at heart center or extend those arms out to a T, and we hinge it forward to our warrior 3. Pelvis remains square. Long line from the crown of the head out through that right heel. Again, hands can be at heart center is perfectly fine. Either way. Bending that supporting leg, we take a giant step back to our warrior 1. Back leg long and strong. Inhale, straightening that front leg a little. And exhale, sink. Again, inhale, straighten. And exhale, sink. Interlace your fingers, all but the index finger and thumb. Lengthen and hinge it forward. Nice long line all the way down the back of the body. Arms right along either side of the ears, and we gaze just out beyond those left toes. Inhale, reach it out and rise. As you exhale, arch it back, being mindful of the pelvis, keeping that right side from pulling back. Breathe. Inhaling it up nice and tall. As you exhale, open to warrior 2. Pelvis opens to the side, tummy and chest to the side. We lengthen from fingertip to fingertip. Inhale, straightening that front leg a little. And exhale, sink. Again, inhale, straighten. And exhale, sink. Straightening that front leg, back arm onto the back leg, front palm to the sky, sweep it up and back. Reverse triangle. We turn our gaze towards our back heel. A little tuck of your chin towards that right collarbone. Exhaling and bending that left knee, sinking low. Reverse warrior, rotating that right palm towards the sky. We lift that right arm, bringing the palms to touch, interlacing the fingers, all but the index finger and thumb. Use that right arm to pull that left arm. Breathe. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Opening those arms once again to warrior 2. Straightening that front leg. Opening pelvis to the side. Reach it out over those left toes. When you can't reach anymore, left arm down. Right arm reaches high. Stacking the shoulders, stacking the arms. Rolling that right side of the pelvis back. Breathe, rotating that right palm towards the front, reach it up and over. Turn your gaze down towards your left big toe, a little tuck of your chin towards that left collarbone. How far can you reach with those right fingertips? Inhale, lift that right arm back towards the sky, core strong. Slowly, we rise. And once again, bend that left knee, sink low, warrior two. Windmill those arms down, hands on either side of your foot, back heel comes off of the mat into a runner's lunge. Let's bring both hands to the inside of your foot. Bring that back knee to the mat, untuck your toes. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, roll that left knee open as you turn and look out over your left shoulder. Inhale it back to center, left foot flat on the mat once again. Exhale, roll it open, look out over that left shoulder. And inhale it back to center. We're going to do that one more time. Exhale, roll it open. And back to center. Hands on either side of your foot, square the pelvis. And as you exhale, begin to sit it back. Lifting those left toes straight to the sky, square the pelvis, draw your nose towards your knee. Breathe. Inhale, transitioning that weight forward once again, bending that left knee. Tucking the back toes, lift that back knee. Lift the hips, sweep it back, and extend. Left leg high. And gently release it down to down dog, feet hip width apart. Adjust your feet however you need to and just gently rock those hips side to side. Stretching through the side body as those hips sway side to side. Nice little stretch in the pelvis, down the sides of the legs, into that lower back. What do you notice? What do you feel? Coming back to center. Taking a gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. As you exhale, left hand comes down, right arm reaches high, lean in and reach. Look up, finding the base of that right thumb. Inhale, both arms come up. And exhale, right arm goes down, left arm goes high. We look up, finding the base of that left thumb. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, open those arms out to a T, crossing that right arm underneath the left, wrapping at the crook of the elbows. Bring your palms to touch. Inhale, lift those fingertips high, and as you exhale, arch it back. A little or a lot. Inhale it back up. Big circle of those arms up and overhead. Exhale, open those arms out to a T, crossing that left arm underneath the right, wrapping at the crook of the elbows. Palms touch. Inhale, lift those fingertips just a bit. And as you exhale, arch it back. A little or a lot. Our eagle arms opening up through that upper back. Squeezing those buns strong through the core. Inhale, we rise. Big circle of those arms up and overhead. And we pull those hands to heart center, finding a focal point out in front of us. And we shift our weight to our right foot. Left knee bends, big toe barely touching the mat. And we roll that left knee open. Finding that focal point, rooted into the earth through that right foot. If it feels good to you, slide that left foot up above or below the knee, just so you're not pressing right on the knee. And make sure you're not sinking into that right hip. Find your breath. Now you can stay right here, wherever you are in your tree pose. If you like, circle those arms around behind your back, interlace your fingers, all but the index finger and thumb. Roll those shoulders back, opening up your chest. Keeping that core strong and keeping that rib cage from popping open, let's lift those arms. Opening up through the chest just a little bit more, engaging those core muscles because they need to be engaged to help keep that rib cage steady. Feel the strength in that upper back. No tension in that neck, as much as you can help it. Breathe, slowly lowering your hands. Release those hands, pulling the hands to heart center. And we draw that left knee forward, releasing your foot. Knee bends to 90 degrees and flex your foot. Solid through that right foot. Hands can remain at heart center or extend those arms out to a T, and we slowly press it back to our warrior three. Now that left hip is going to try and sneak open, lifting. We're going to do our best to keep the pelvis as level as possible. And again, hands can be at heart center or out to a T, whichever you prefer. Breathe, bending that supporting leg, giant step back. We come to our warrior one. Adjust your feet however you need to, and breathe. Inhale, straightening that front leg a little bit, squaring the pelvis. Keep it square as you sink in. We bring the palms to touch, interlace the fingers, all but the index finger and thumb. Inhale, reach, and as you exhale, hinge it forward. Arms on either side of the ears, gazing forward out in front of those right toes, back heel, pressing into the mat. There's this beautiful long line from fingertip to the outside of that left foot. Inhale, we rise, and exhale, arch it back. Take your gaze up if that feels okay, keeping the pelvis as square as you can. Breathe. Inhaling it up nice and tall, and as you exhale, open to warrior two. Adjust your feet however you need to, and breathe. Sink into that lunge. Be mindful of the pelvis, pulling that left side back, rolling that right knee open in line with your hip. Arms extended out as long as you can. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little, and exhale, sink. Again, inhale, straighten. And exhale, sink. This time, let's straighten that front leg. Back arm onto the back leg, front palm to the sky, sweep it up and back. Reverse triangle, lengthening and reaching. From the tips of the fingers and all the way down the back of the leg. Find your breath. As you exhale, bend that right knee, sink low. Turn your gaze towards your back heel. Breathe. We rotate that left palm to the sky. We lift that left arm, bringing the palms to touch. Interlace your fingers, all but the index finger and thumb. Use that left arm to pull the right. Feel that huge stretch all the way down the right side of the body. Core strong, we rise. All the way back up. Opening those arms back out to warrior two. Straightening your front leg. Opening the pelvis to the side. Reach it out over those right toes as far as you can reach. And then release that right arm down, left arm high, reach up, extend and lengthen. Breathe. Turn your gaze down towards your right big toe. Rotate that left palm towards the front, reach it up and over. Little tuck of your chin towards that right collarbone. How far can you reach with those left fingertips? Can you touch the wall out in front of you? Breathe. Core strong, we lift that left arm high, and ever so slowly, we rise. We're working those obliques. Up nice and tall, once again, bending that right knee, sink low. Breathe. Windmilling those hands down on either side of your foot, bringing that right hand to the inside of your foot, back knee down. Untuck your toes, let your hips be heavy. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, let that right knee roll open as you turn and look out over your right shoulder. Inhaling it back to center, giving some love into the hips and the hip flexors. Exhale, roll it open. Let that right knee just roll as far as it feels good, and you look about over that right shoulder. Inhale it back to center. One more time. Exhale, roll it open. And back to center. One hand on either side of your foot, square the pelvis. And as you exhale, begin to sit it back, lifting those right toes straight towards the ceiling. Squaring the tummy onto that right leg, nose towards your knee. That feels good, good, good. Much needed. So be mindful of those right toes. They're going to kind of want to flare out to the side a little bit to make life a little easier. Keep them pointed up. Keep that pelvis square. Find your breath. Inhale, transition that weight forward. Bending that right knee. Tuck your back toes. Lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend. Right leg high. And gently release it down to down dog. Holding your down dog, or a strength challenge here if you like, we turn those fingertips inward, heels of the hands out. So we've created a little bit of a triangle with our index finger and our thumb. As you inhale, bend the elbows, lower the crown of the head down. And then exhale, press it back up. So we're still in that down dog position. Inhale, bend, lower the crown of the head. And exhale, extend. We have 2 more of those. Inhale, bend. And exhale, extend. 1 more time. Inhale, bend. And exhale, extend. Once again, turning those fingertips towards the top of the mat. We inhale it to high plank. Breathe. Shoulders right over those fingertips. Find your breath. We shift our weight to our left hand. We roll to the left side and extend right arm high. Now that left knee can come down, or those legs can be long. Your feet can be staggered or stacked. We turn and take our gaze up, finding the base of the thumb. If you like, lift that top leg, flex your foot, and breathe. How high can you reach? Slowly release your leg, rotate that right palm, reach it up and over, lift the right side of your body. Oh, stretching through the ribs and the waist. Inhale, lift that right arm, and slowly release it down, coming back to plank. Lift your hips to down dog. Shift your weight to your right hand, left hand reaching across, taking a hold anywhere along that right leg you like. Turning and taking your gaze out underneath that right arm. Relax your face, close your eyes if you like. Releasing that left hand back to down dog, and we inhale it to high plank. You're welcome to release that right knee down if you like, or legs stay long. We shift our weight to our right hand and we roll to the right. Left arm extends. Right knee can be down, feet can be staggered or stacked. We're lifting, we're lengthening, we're reaching in our side plank. If you like, lift that left leg and flex your foot. Find your breath. Shaky's good. Slowly releasing that left leg, rotating that left palm towards the front. Reach it up and over. How far can you reach? And then a little lift of that left side of the hips. Breathe. Inhale, lift that left arm high. Slowly release it down, coming back to plank. Lift your hips to down dog, shifting your weight to your left hand, right hand reaching across to the outside of that left leg. Taking your gaze out underneath that left arm. And breathe. Releasing that right hand, gazing back between your feet. Taking the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. Relaxing, upper body heavy. Shift your weight to your left foot, right foot crosses behind. And we're going to bend those knees and just slowly lower down to a crisscross seated position. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward. Release your hands. Relax the weight of your head. So hopefully you're feeling a whole lot looser than when we started. And as the tummy and chest nestle down into the lap, there's this really nice release in the outer hips and the lower back. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands to the right. Reach to your left fingertips, let your head be heavy. Stretching all the way down that left side. We take that left arm up and over, opening up, reaching out to the side. Give a little push with that right hand, lift the left side of your rib cage. As you exhale, release your tummy and chest down towards your thigh. Once again, reach out through those left fingertips. Let your head be heavy. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk it back through center. Fingertips walking out as far as you can walk them. Pressing your tailbone towards the mat, creating space in that lower lumbar region of your spine. Stretching through that sacral area. So nice. Inhale, lift, walking the hands to the left, reaching out through those right fingertips. Let your head be heavy. We take that right arm up and over. Reaching out, rolling that right shoulder back. A little push with that left hand, lifting that right side of the rib cage. And ever so gently releasing tummy and chest back down towards your thigh. Back through center. Let your upper body be heavy. Inhale, circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle those arms up and overhead. Reach it high. Remember that left leg is in front. Pull the hands to heart center, lean back. Bring your knees to touch. Now, if we need support, bring those hands behind the thighs. Don't need the support. Don't use it. We're going to add eagle arms here, if you like, crossing that right arm underneath the left, bringing the palms to touch, crossing that right leg up and over the left. Bring those feet just as tightly together as you can get them. We're going to inhale and we're going to open. And exhale, draw the elbows and knees together. Inhale it, open, extend those legs out, and then pull it in. 2 more times. Open and close 1 more time. Open and close. Release the legs. Release the hands. Breathe. And we switch. Left arm underneath the right. Left leg up and over the right. Bring those legs just as tightly together as you can get them. We're going to inhale and open. Keep that belly button drawn in. And exhale, close. Inhale, open. And close. Again, open. And close 1 more time. Open. And close. Release the legs. Release the hands. Support behind those thighs. Rock it forward. Right leg in front of the left. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward. Release your hands. Relax the weight of your head down. Find your breath. Inhale, lift just slightly. Walk your hands to the left. Reach through your right fingertips. Taking that right arm up and over. Opening the tummy and chest. A little push through that left palm, lifting the right side of the rib cage. Exhaling and releasing tummy and chest back down. Those hands through center. Let your upper body be heavy. Lifting slightly, walking your hands to the right. Reach through your left fingertips as far as you can reach. Let your head be we take that left arm up and over, opening the tummy and chest, reaching out to the side. Little push with that right hand, lifting the left side of the rib cage. As you exhale, release your tummy and chest back down. Walking it back through center. Inhale, circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle of those arms up and overhead. Exhale, rock it back. Hands to heart center, knees come to touch. We reach down, supporting at the calves, at the ankles. We extend the right leg, lifting the chest, lengthening the spine. Release that right leg and extend the left. A little or a lot, toes are pointed. And release the left. Both legs are going to extend. Keeping those legs together as best you can. Feel those core muscles kicking. Flex your feet. If you can reach up, take a hold a little higher. If you can't, just hold on where you are. And we're going to slowly open those legs out. As those legs open out, notice we kind of lift the chest a little bit. Maybe you rock forward just a little bit. Your core is what's keeping you steady and strong. Long spine. So we're not hollowing the tummy and chest. We're lifting. And breathe. And slowly close those legs once again. Walk your hands down the backs of the legs. Point your toes. If you need the support, keep it. If you can release it, release it. And ever so slowly lower your legs down. Take your time. Make it last. Keep that belly button drawn in as best you can. As your heels touch, flex your feet, reach, and hinge it forward. Tummy down, chest down, hands, and then your nose. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Soften your feet. Lower your arms to shoulder height. And ever so slowly, roll it back. Take your time to get there. Close your eyes. Focus on each vertebra. And relax. Let's pull that left foot in towards your bottom. Cross your right ankle just above that left knee. Pulling the knees in, reach your right hand through that little window. Interlace your fingers behind your thigh or on top of that left shin. And pull those knees in. Can you nestle those shoulder blades down against the mat? Just breathe. If it feels good to you, extend that left leg and flex your foot. We bend that left knee, softening that left foot. Release your hands, left foot comes to the ground. We cross that right leg all the way over the left. Right arm extends out to a T, left hand to the top of the right knee, and just gently guide both knees to the left. We're going to turn and take our gaze out over that right arm. Feels good to you, lift that left leg if you can tell which is which, and then cross it up and over your right foot. That might just deepen that rotation and give you just that extra little smidge of goodness. If not, don't worry about it. There's an awful lot of goodness just in these spinal rotations. Close your eyes and breathe. Releasing that left hand, slowly rolling it back to center. Placing that right foot to the mat, crossing your left ankle above the right knee. Pull the knees in, reach your left hand through that little window, interlace your fingers behind that right thigh or on top of the shin, whatever feels better to you, and gently nestle those shoulder blades down against the mat as you pull those knees in nice and tight for that beautiful hip stretch on that left side. If you like, right leg extends and flex your foot. Close your eyes and breathe. Relax your jaw. We once again bend that right knee. Release your hands. Right foot comes to the mat. Left leg crosses all the way over the right. Left arm extends out to a T. Right hand to the outside of the left knee. And we just gently guide both knees to the right. We turn and take our gaze out over our left arm. And again, if you can tell which leg is which, lift that right foot, cross it up and over the outside edge of that left foot. That's just going to give you that extra little cherry on top of that stretch. If you're already good to go, don't worry about it. Find your breath, slow it down. Such a great stretch for the lower back, the hip, the IT band, your whole spine as the knees fall to the right and we look to the left. Just wring it out, tension and tightness. In the neck, the shoulder, the spine, the hips. All the usual suspects for where we hold our attention. Great way to let it go. And slowly release that right hand, rolling it back to center, placing that left foot to the mat, bringing the soles of the feet together as you allow those knees to open. Hands can rest wherever you like in our reclined butterfly. If reclined butterfly is not the very best for you, if there's another pose you love, you're welcome to do that. Or just come to corpse pose and we'll meet you there momentarily. If reclined butterfly is not your very favorite, why? Making sure there's no pain involved, but it can be very challenging. One great way you can do if it's not your favorite is to set blocks underneath your knees for support so you don't just have gravity pulling on those knees. That's a wonderful way. Or pillows or blankets, whatever you like, something just to support those knees. We're going to inhale, lifting the knees just slightly, sliding those toes towards the bottom of the mat, and then opening up those knees once again. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, lifting the knees, sliding those toes forward, and then gently opening those knees once again, just noticing what happens as those feet pull away from your body. Inhale, we lift and slide it all the way out, extending those legs. And then let those feet just open as they wish as you let go of tension in the hips, the pelvis. We're going to take a moment. We're going to adjust however you need to adjust your clothes. If you want a blanket or a pillow, we're going to lift the chest and roll those shoulders underneath us just a little bit. Or perhaps you're more comfortable on your side or in a seated position. I invite you to find a place where you can be still, where you can quiet your mind and your body. Here your breath flows like a gentle breeze, calming and soothing. We take a moment and recognize the amazing work that we have put into our practice today to gain flexibility, mobility, strength, and better balance. And now as we transition to Shavasana, this time to breathe and reconnect. We focus on those same principles, just a little bit different. Flexibility, being adaptable to change. Balance, far beyond being able to stand just on one leg or on your arms, but finding balance in our life. Time for ourselves, time for work, time for fun, for friends, for family. For when our lives are out of balance, our body responds emotionally and mentally, as well as physically. We do our best to be our best and to keep that balance. Continuing to grow stronger, far beyond how many chaturangas or push-ups we can do, or how long we can hold our warrior pose. But strength in staying true to who you are and what you believe, but being strong enough to know when you are wrong, for learning, for adapting, keeping that strength when fighting for others and what you believe in. It all starts deep in our core, our heart, our mind, our spirit. We remain here for just a few more moments, caring for and loving what makes us who we are. We send that loving energy to every part of our physical being that needs a little extra. And just simply be. As we remain here quiet and calm, just a few mental health tips. Get out of bed. Take a walk outside. Reach out for support when you need it. Let yourself feel your emotions. Give yourself a compliment. Smile at yourself in the mirror. With those eyes gently closed and the mind quiet, hopefully a smile on your face, we begin to wiggle our fingers and our toes. If it feels good to you, extend those arms overhead or out to your side, reaching out, lengthening those limbs, your arms, your legs, and feeling that wonderful positive energy moving through your body. Taking the time you need, we draw the knees in towards the chest. However you wish to safely come up to a seated position that feels good to you. Rest your hands, close your eyes, sit up nice and tall, and let's just take a few more big, deep breaths together. And pull the hands to heart center. Take a moment, chin comes down towards your chest. Just a moment of gratitude for the day ahead. The opportunity right here in front of us to be together, to move your beautiful body. And gently lift your face, open your eyes. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Take care of yourself. Have an amazing rest of your day. And as always, light, love, and namaste.